Today's my topic is use of supernatural elements in Kubla Khan. Here as I said, there is a peculiar ambivalence in Kubla Khan allowing the widest divergence of critical interpretations. That is, Kubla Khan is open to various interpretations, but I will take supernatural elements into consideration. First thing is that Solving is the supreme point of supernatural of Hermetic age. It was considered that Wordsworth will spiritualize the nature, Shelley will intellectualize the nature, on the contrary, Coleridge will supernaturalize the nature. And the theme was that he writes in a biography of Andrea that it was agreed upon that it would be my endeavor to present characters and ideas that are supernatural or at least romantic. So that was the thing that he wanted to write about supernatural things. Characteristics of supernatural in his poems are: first thing is that the supernatural in his poems are given the air of natural, and that's why it combines the natural and supernatural together. So his poems are a blending of natural and supernatural elements together. The effect of this skillful blending is not weird or uncanny, but it creates in front of us a world in which strange things may happen in mysterious manner, and it brings about the suspension of disbelief. This means that if you are reading this poem, then you will not feel that unlike the Vedic romance of the 18th century, his poems does not portray that horrid or gruesome things there, and even if the things are portrayed in that manner, the values that are imparted to those things are not the same. So his poem does not terrify you when you read them. It may present a world in front of you that is mysteriously strange. You can use the word Patterson that it is an addition of strangeness to beauty. But when you read that poem, you will that disbelief in the thing will not be there. You will not suspect the thing. The second thing is that unlike the Vedic romance of the 18th century, his supernatural poems are refined, subjective, and psychic handling of supernatural in line with subjective experiences. So, imagination is the prime incident, or is the prime value in this romantic poem. So while Coleridge is presenting his dream fragment, or while he is like Kubla Khan, he also wants to build that dome, or he also wants to construct that point in front of us. Then the subjective experiences are laid in front of us with basis color of imagination, and he also writes that in his 1816 preface to the poem that it is a psychological curiosity out of which I composed this poem. So the point is not, you can't say that it's a supernatural point, but it's an instinct of his, it's an instinct, that is a dream that comes suppressed desire that comes into his dream, and out of that he composes that point. My next topic is that supernatural in this poem is presented as a symbol of mystery in life. He says in his biography that a known place called the living present has no wonder or mystery, but it is the distance that is romantic and produces a sense of mystery and wonder. So when the reader is reading that poem of Kubla Khan, you will not, you can't comprehend those things that you will build the dome in air. It is woman waiting for his demon lover. The demon lover comes to the woman and he meets her. That's not, it can't be comprehended easily to you. You can't understand all these things. But it is the distance, that is, you are not near to all these things, that creates a sense of mystery in that poem. And we can only imagine what this fragment might have been in the course of time if it would have been finished. To end my topic, I will say that the supernatural of Coleridge is his claim to be recognized as a romantic poet.